About a year ago, I had a burglar. I was lucky. I disturbed him. I said there is no God. But he wasn't the problem. It was the builder who came to fix the front door. He was the problem. This builder was so stupid, it was like all the stupid people in the world had held an annual general meeting inside Wembley Stadium and voted this bloke King Stupid. Obviously, some of them are so stupid they never get to Wembley. They're standing in a bowling alley somewhere going, where is everybody? But the ones that turn up, they cast their vote for King Stupid. And about a year ago, this builder won by a landslide. He walks into my flat, he looks around, he goes over to the wall, he taps it, he says, who put that there? I said, well, the burglar did that, actually. He broke in with some bricks on a spirit level. It's a good job I stopped him before he got the new carpets down. There are certain things that stupid people say. Decimal currency, right? 240 pennies in the old pound, 100 pennies in the new pound. So who's got the other 140 then? It's not me, I know that. Or they say, I couldn't eat squid. One of the other my favourite ones is when you're at a party and somebody says, oh, terrible thing happened to me the other day. I was mugged, all my money stolen. I went home, the cat was in the living room. The cat looked up at me, and do you know, that cat knew. If that happened to me, I'd take that cat straight down to the police station. Now, Dr. Gillespie, would you like to show me what you've been working on for these past few months? I don't like people working in secrecy.
I'm sorry, sir, but this work is of the utmost importance. The field of genetic engineering is about to take a giant step forward.
All right. Well, let's see what progress you've made.
Lights, please, Colin. For the first time, I have managed to boost the strength of the growth hormone.
But that's still all theory.
Not anymore. I've been testing it on live animals. Please, watch the screen. That chicken is over 70 feet high.
That's incredible. Think of the effect on the food industry.
Exactly. Take a look at this.
A chicken like that could take over the world.
And that's just the beginning. I have also succeeded in combining two totally different chromosomes from two totally different species.
You mean crossbreeding?
Yes, but to a level never before achieved.
It's extraordinary.
But my greatest achievement has been to cross a greyhound with a police officer.
But what's the point of that?
He can run faster than a panda car and we pay his overtime in biscuits.
This time you've gone too far. You're tampering with nature. I want every one of these monsters destroyed. Today.
But, Dr. Pennis...
What a miserable bastard.
Well, I can't understand this.
What is it?
Well, according to my records, Mrs. Gibbs, your last bill was £38.60.
That's right.
Well, your bill for this next quarter is going to be £5,500.
That's a lot.
I can't understand it. Have you recently bought any new electrical appliances?
Let me think. There's a new clock in the kitchen.
I doubt it. Not unless the hands are spinning round at 15,000 miles an hour. Is there anything else?
I don't think so. Oh, yes. My husband installed an electric chair. We had a neighbourhood watch scheme, but we didn't think that was going far enough. So we set up a neighbourhood court.
Oh, I see.
We have our own form of justice. For example, the man next door kept using our parking space. So we listened to both sides of the argument, weighed one against the other, and then shot 50,000 volts through him.
Sounds a bit harsh.
No. There's a proper trial with a judge and a jury. We've got Mrs. Kavanagh upstairs at the moment. Now, she's been accused of creating a disturbance, playing her records too loud. But I've been acting as her defence counsel, and having looked at the evidence, I reckon I can get her off. Oh, must have been a surprise witness.
I can't believe it. You're telling me you're executing your own neighbours in broad daylight? It's obscene.
It isn't obscene.
It is. You should execute them after 6:30, get them on the cheap rate. There's some leaflets in the van. Can I help you?
2 packets of dental floss, please.
That's 138.
I do.
Here's your change.
Thank you.
Look at that. He's given me a £20 note and I've given him change of a £5. And they say dolphins are intelligent. Hang on, there's no bloody watermark on this. Oi! Isn't it marvellous? Another thing that people do with cats is they look at them and they say, "What was that? Would you like some milk?" "Yes, I know." My girlfriend takes us a stage further. I'm playing a record and she says, "Yes, I don't like the Beach Boys either." Now, I get annoyed by this, so I start saying to the cat, "Yes, they are very good close harmonies, aren't they?" I mean, one day the whole thing will get completely out of control. I'll be saying, "Yes, I do hate her guts, you're right." And she'll be saying, "Yes, I know he doesn't know I've got a double-barreled shotgun hidden in the bread bin." And I'll be saying, "Yes, I know she hasn't got the guts to use it." And then she'll blast me head off. Half an hour later, the police will arrive. Some detective inspector will walk in, see me dead on the floor, my girlfriend holding a shotgun, and he'll say to the cat, "Yes, I'm sure it was self-defence."
Excuse me, have you seen somebody go by in a bright yellow jacket?
What did he look like?
About 5'11", blue eyes, clean shaven.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, and he's a dolphin from the waist up.
So many people come through here, you know. What do you want him for?
Well, his mum's just turned up.
How's the kids?
All right.
Good book, is it?
Not bad.
I don't like it, really. Gives you too many ideas. What's that? Yeah. So what's come out on camera 3?
What's that, then?
Should be the storeroom. Yeah, that's camera 3, all right.
Hang on. I'll go down and have a look.
Yeah, you do that. Hello? Mr. Gibbons, please. Yeah, I'll hold on.
There's no one in the storeroom. There's something wrong with your monitor, mate.
What are you talking about? I just seen you standing next to that bloke there.
I don't know what that is, but that is not the storeroom. I've just been down there.
Look up. Oh, never mind. I'll go down myself. I reckon camera 3 is up the spout. There's no party down there.
What are you talking about? Look what you just did to that woman's dress.
Right. I'm gonna sort this out. Guilty.
You have been found guilty of driving a forklift truck through the living room wall of number 7 Claremont Mews, injuring 5 people and causing £17,000 worth of damage.
No, it's just a storeroom. Camera 3.
You will go to jail for 3 years.
No!
Where the bloody hell have you been? Work that one out. Gentlemen, I'm afraid I have some very grave news.
Is it about the minimum lending rate, Sir Michael?
No, I'm afraid it's more serious than that. Up until yesterday, our currency reserves, our gold reserves, and our foreign investments totalled approximately £87 trillion.
Until yesterday.
Yes. I'm afraid that in a moment of weakness, I put the whole lot on a horse.
Horse? Are you mad? What kind of idiot puts that sort of money on a horse?
What were the odds?
33 to 1.
Oh, I say.
I had a dream. I wanted to make Great Britain the richest country on earth. If that horse wins, every man, woman and child would be a multi-millionaire.
And what time does this race start?
Should be on just about now.
6 furlongs from home with 4 fences to go. And it's Blue Boy making a running from Terpsichore, Bedlice and Quantum Leap.
Come on, come on.
And the 5 furlongs from home, it's still Blue Boy.
Come on.
Blue Boy's still out in front, but Terpsichore is coming up on the inside.
Use the whip! Use the whip!
Blue Boy and Terpsichore, Blue Boy and Terpsichore, and Blue Boy noses ahead.
Come on, Blue Boy!
Blue Boy all the way, Blue Boy a length ahead, and he's coming up to the last fence, and he's cleared it, so it's Blue Boy, and he's won! It's Blue Boy, followed by Terpsichore, Quantum Leap.
Gentlemen, there's just one problem. I didn't bet on Blue Boy. Oh. Yes, I put it all on a horse called the Stumbler. He was shot dead in the paddock. Wednesday, 14th of December last, at approximately 10:43 a.m, while patrolling along Streatham High Road, I observed a motor vehicle illegally parked outside the all-night Clement Attlee massage parlour. I questioned the occupant, a Mr. Jack E. Stewart, who said, urinate off, you effing love child. Mr. Stewart then apologised and offered me a yellow, candy-covered chocolate confectionery known to the uniformed branch as a Smartie. I accepted the Smartie and swallowed it. A Smartie which I now know contained an hallucinogenic drug. 35 minutes later, while sitting aboard an intergalactic spacecraft bound for the planet Zanussi, I observed Constable Parish approaching me disguised as a fortnight's holiday in Benidorm. "Hello, Constable Parish," I said through the back of my neck. "And what news of my Lord Buckingham?" To which Constable Parish replied, "Get down off that bus shelter, you stupid git." I then ate Constable Parish. His notebook exploded, releasing 1,000 tiny giraffe heads on little penguin bodies. I was enticed down from said bus shelter by the very lovely Miss Marilyn Monroe, former screen starlet. We kissed, informally, until Marilyn, sweet, tender Marilyn, revealed herself as Mr. Brinsley O'Como, scrap metal dealer from Peckham. A panda patrol car flew past, and 3 large uniformed pandas got out. I was charged by Chief Constable Warren with gross indecency, impersonating a Spaniard, acting the goat, and eating a police constable while in the course of his duty. I burst into hysterical laughter, which lasted 5 months. And that, me lud, is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We're going to need more tissue samples if we're going to make a positive match.
Right, Jim.
Oh, Inspector.
Yes, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Doctor, but this is urgent. Have you finished your report on the Balham phone box murders?
Yes, and I have to admit this is the most baffling case I've ever come across.
In what way?
2 of the victims were found buried in Epping Forest.
Right.
The other 4 were strangled in an underground car park in Romford.
So what's your problem?
Why are we calling them the Balham phone box murders?
Well, I was in a phone box in Balham when I first heard about them.
That's a bit thin, isn't it?
You've got to call them something with a bit of snap to it. You don't think the papers would be interested in the Romford car park and Epping Forest shallow grave murder inquiry, do you?
Yeah, but you might as well call them the having a cup of tea in the canteen murders. That's where I was when I first heard about them.
Yeah.
Maureen over there was getting her car fixed. You're not going to call them the will Mike or Tina get through the MOT killings.
All right. So what have you found out?
This is Harold Morris. I've examined him thoroughly, and I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt, this man is dead.
Dead?
Yes. Of course, there are a few more tests we haven't tried.
What?
We haven't tried shouting at him. Oi, mate, you got the time? Hey, mate, is there an off licence round here? No, he's dead, all right. Let's have a look at this one.
Who's this?
Gerald Young. This man has been shot. I'll stake my reputation on it.
What about a knife in his back?
That was just me trying to get the bullet out.
Master!
Go on, clear off.
Right then.
They drive you around the bend, them people. Always hanging around laboratories looking for part-time work. This is the one we haven't been able to identify. He's got no wallet, no identification, and his clothes could have been bought anywhere. I reckon he's a bus driver. So anyway, this builder, remember him, King Stupid, he sees the cat. Now, the builder is a representative of the landlord, and the landlord said, you can't own a cat. So the cat walks in, and the builder turns, and he points, and he says, is that a cat? Now, I took a chance. I said no. And he seemed to be fairly happy with that. At one point, he said, this burglar, then. He says, black, was he? Oh, I said, he wasn't black, no. He says, are you sure? I said, well, I only saw his face. I've really no idea. Another thing that stupid people love to say is they say, well, I wouldn't eat in an Indian restaurant. You don't know what meat you eat in. It's all dog, that's what you eat in. Now, if you were a chef in an Indian restaurant and it was up to you to get hold of a week's supply of meat, what are you going to do? Are you going to go down to the butcher's and buy some chicken and some lamb? Or are you going to run around the streets late at night trying to catch Labradors in a butterfly net? So I said, he wasn't black, no. He says, are you sure? He says, because some of them are quite clever, you know. Some of them don't look black, but they are. Half an hour later, I gave him a bucket of water. He said, what's that? I said, it's a cup of coffee, but some of these cups of coffee are quite clever, you know.